Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially in the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's nothing better than learning from the experts, especially when it comes to investing your hard-earned money.
Hi, this is Phil Grandy, host of Phil's Gang Radio Show. At Phil's Gang and philsgang.com, I have one goal in mind: to help you become a skilled investor in the stock market and find your financial freedom. With the Working Investor Program, you will learn what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. You'll develop skills like selling short and how to profit, even in a stock market crash. This is the real world investing information that will give you the edge to be successful in the stock market. No gimmicks, just real strategies, and I'll make the offer even better with a 10-day free trial of the Working Investor Program.
Once you're in the gang, you're in the know. And with the free 10-day trial of the Working Investor Program, there's no reason not to give it a try.
Become a Phil's Gang member and reclaim your financial freedom. Go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Strong labor market is pulling people in, giving them a chance to reap some of the opportunities that Bidenomics offers.
Oh my God, that is not true. Welcome to Phil's Gang. Well, first of all, let's talk about the stock market. I told you you're going to get one rally before the market crashes. This always happens. But also this time it's a stronger rally because of the timing. Remember, October is when we have most of our crashes. October is the worst month for stocks. But November and December is the best market for stocks because of the manipulation. We have the Christmas rally. You have at the year-end CEOs playing games, doing stock buybacks to prop up their year-end bonuses. I mean, you can go on and on and on. One, I think I talked about this last week. You even have companies that will, like Home Depot, if they want to show another 2-3 million profit, they'll call GE and tell them we're going to send back all the light bulbs. I think I talked about this last week, but we're going to send you back all the light bulbs. They can't even ask them why, because in their contract it says that you can't even ask us why. And GE wants Home Depot, so badly, that shelf space. They say, okay, no problem. They'll sign any contract. So these are the games that go on as you go into November and December. So, and there's all kinds of games going on with buying and selling stocks for tax purposes. So, anyways, but we're getting the rally I told you that would occur. But you got to remember where this rally. Where's the rally? Where is it? It's in the same stocks. It's the same tech stocks. It's those same few stocks that the tourists jump in and buy, and they don't know what they're doing. And today, if you look at the Qs today, the Qs are on their way up. And if you look at Microsoft, it's on its way up. These are all stocks that we've been in. And remember, these are stocks that we got in early, what we call swing trade, short covering. Another one, Broadcom, that's going up nicely today. That's breaking out. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, that's going up. So it's just Intel's going up. So you got chips going up, you got big tech going up. That's what's going up. Okay, the banks really aren't doing well at all. The banks are still in deep trouble. So that's where the money is right now. And so again, a little bit movement is going on in the military sector. ITA is a stock we bought not too long ago, and I told my members, don't chase this thing, just buy a few shares. And when it breaks out again, ITA, that will be it will be a good stock, because it's it's like GE, it's like a defensive stock, and GE's another one. That's another one. If GE can break out above 116, we'll say that'll be another good defensive stock that will rally. So they're in certain sectors, so it's not a broad-based rally. So be very careful. Don't be jumping into this market, okay, thinking, oh, everything's great again. Okay, no, it's not great again. Things are getting worse. In fact, Powell even said that he's going to have to probably raise rates again, because inflation's not over. I love when they come out and say, well, we really got a handle on inflation. You don't have a handle on inflation. They do not have a handle on inflation. It's like putting your arms around jelly. Once you let inflation out of the box, you're screwed. It's hard to get back in. And that's why presidents fear, except for this president, they fear inflation, because it's the worst thing to control, and it's what can take a country down is inflation. But let's get back to this labor market. I just wanted to talk about stocks. So don't be out chasing every stock in town here. Just, again, it's the same stocks. And if you're not already in them, you should only be adding to them. Okay, if you're jumping in for the first time thinking these stocks are going to keep going up, you're going to lose your money. Okay, you're crazy. Do not do that. You had to be in these stocks, okay, a few weeks ago, just like oil stocks, same thing. You had to be in these oil stocks when we got in. So if again, don't try to chase this. All right, but let's talk about what's going on here. So the labor market is strong. I get so sick of hearing that. I tell you every day, they just come out and continue to lie. Here he is again, Bernstein from the White House today, again, lying. We're pulling people in. No, you're not. You're not. The labor market, that is a lie. Now, if what he said was the case, let me play what he's saying again, this guy.
Strong labor market is pulling people in, giving them a chance to reap some of the opportunities that Bidenomics offers.
Oh, my God. If that were the case, then why isn't the consumer sentiment has declined now 4 consecutive months in a row? You don't have a strong labor market when you have consumer sentiment tanking. You talk about a contradiction. But he knows most people don't understand that. He knows he'll get away with it. It doesn't happen. You don't have a strong labor market at the same time consumer sentiment contracting 4 months in a row. What are you, nuts? It doesn't happen. And consumer sentiment is very, very important. It's a leading indicator, remember. When you have consumer sentiment and it's positive, it's so important because it's leading. It tells you in the future. It tells the big institutions. The only reason why you got the tech stocks going up today and a few other stocks, because the big institutions aren't buying. They're not going to put money in this market. They know the stocks are way overvalued. They're not participating. So consumer sentiment is very important. And for him to come out and lie and say that the labor market's strong, well, you've never, ever seen a strong labor market with consumer sentiment going down the toilet. Because remember, consumer sentiment, we look at that to give us an idea, identifies for us, the spending out in the future. If people are confident about the future, that's what's important. You always look at the consumer sentiment. You want to know, are people confident? Are they going to be spending out in the future? We don't look in the rearview mirror. We look in the future. Are they going to consume? Okay, are they going to consume? Or is that going to, because you want them to consume because it boosts growth. Now, if sentiment is positive, they spend more money on durable goods, big screen TVs, appliances, not necessities. But when you take a look at what's going, money is going towards necessities, not big TV screens and appliances. No, money's not going to those. Money's going to necessities because the people, the money that they get from their paycheck, they're getting killed. The inflation's killing them. Their paychecks are going up 2-3%. But remember, inflation's not 3.5%. Inflation's 12%. Because think about it, extrapolate it. Since Biden's been in office, prices have gone up 19%. They're still up 19%. I'm talking about the everyday stuff you need to bring home to have your household, survive, doing well. That's not what's happening. There's the spending right now is on necessities, and that's it. That's it. Nobody's buying luxury items. Okay, it's not happening. I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. He doesn't know either.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grandy of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
So I agree with you that the economy's okay.
I think the economy is much better than okay.
Do you think it's
We just grew 4.9%, Josh.
The perceptions of the economy and the reality of the economy don't seem to be aligning. I mean, there's very strong GDP growth in the U.S. economy right now. Inflation has fallen a lot, and yet the perception is that the economy is stalled.
Especially with credit cards, we're seeing delinquencies rise, especially among subprime folks, along with that debt rising. It just feels like there are a lot of people who are not that far away from really struggling, who may be a job loss or a medical emergency or something like that, away from really having some struggles.
70% of Americans feel like their personal finances are better now than they were before.
The perceptions of the economy and the reality of the economy don't seem to be aligning.
Of course not. Guys lie. That's why you lie. You never tell us the truth. But we don't need you to tell us the truth. We know what's going on. Follow the money. I'll tell you what's going on. My Lord. I mean, if they're telling us how great things are, but yet, as I said, consumer sentiment is telling us something totally different. If sentiment was positive, they'd be spending money on durable goods, big screen TVs, appliances. They're not doing that. They're spending money on what they need to get by. They never spent so much of their disposable income on what they need, on necessities. You spend disposable income on a big screen TV or a brand new refrigerator. That's not happening anymore. Auto delinquencies, they're up. They're up. They just broke through a 27-year record high. Credit card delinquencies up 24% in the last 11 months. Are you kidding me? And they're telling us everything's fine? This is crazy. So, as far as the stock market goes, remember, I told you there's going to be one last rally. And remember, we've been shorting the oil companies. I told you, these oil companies, we caught them first on the way up. You had to catch them going back really early. If you caught the oil companies going back, I'll put it up for you here. If you caught the oil company and you just used USO, then you would have done very well. But if you're in there trying to buy oil now, you're nuts. We bought oils when nobody wanted these oils. We bought them back in, as I said, around July 5th, and that in USO. And USO is the United States Commodities Funding. It's the oil fund, United States Oil Fund. And we bought those around $62. And then we got out around $82. And then we turned short. We shorted around $80, and now it's down around 71. So we made money on the way up, we made money on the way down. But you know, you got people in there buying oil now. They're buying it. Are you kidding? They're a little late. Now you should be shorting. And the only stocks that you can go to, the same stocks are going to always go up. Microsoft is going to go up. I mean, you might as well just have two stocks in this country, Microsoft and Apple. That's where everybody goes, Microsoft and Apple. That's it. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. And again, when they keep telling us how great the economy is, it just makes no sense. Because not only, think about this, they're saying the labor market is strong. How can it be strong? Just go look at the quit jobs chart. Quit jobs chart. That's one of the best charts you can look at, but they won't tell you that. They never even talk about it. There's an actual chart that identifies how many people are quitting work. I mean, what's that mean? When the economy is, let's see if I can put it up so they can see it. If you have a robust economy and things are good, then you have a high amount of quits. I mean, people are quitting their job to get a better job. They're confident. Hey, I'm not going to work for you. I can go down the road, there's 3 more people will hire me. That's when the economy is robust. That's when things are good. So while they're lying to us, all you got to do is go look at the chart, see who's lying. And if you're following me right now, you can see it on my chart. Look at this. Are you kidding? Quits have dropped. Look at this back here. Quits have dropped. It tanked. It tanked down to nothing. Nobody's quitting. They're scared. They know they can't get a better job. So they're holding on. So when you have, just look up a quits rate chart, and you'll see who's telling the truth. And when you see that people are scared to death and they're not quitting and the quits are down to nothing, it's telling you the economy is horrible. Just take a look at that for a moment. Just put up that chart. It's telling you just the opposite of what they're telling you. Payroll. Let's talk about payroll for a moment. Don't listen to BLS. BLS, why would you listen to BLS? BLS is tied directly to the office of the White House. I told you before, John F. Kennedy's father made sure that happened. It's still that way today. The BLS doesn't do anything without first giving the numbers to whoever's in the White House, and they decide how they want to fix them. Are you kidding me? So payroll and employment. When you have a strong labor market, you also have a strong payroll and employment numbers. We don't. Just the opposite. Payrolls have been declining like unbelievable for the past year. And ever since Biden's been in the Oval Office, out of every 500 jobs he creates, there's only an average of 10% of 500 jobs that goes to a person who needs a job, who's not working. So think about it this way. Out of 500 jobs, 450 jobs don't go to a person who needs a job. 450 of the 500 jobs are soared by a person who needs a second or third job to keep up with the household expenses, so he doesn't fall into the foreclosure category or the credit card delinquency category or the auto delinquency. Are you kidding? And this is the one I really love, how they really rigged the numbers. Government jobs. Boy, do they mask how bad things are with government jobs. And boy, we really get screwed with that. We're going to talk about that when we get back. And we're going to take a look at some stocks, what stocks you should be in.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
When I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. There's a lot of noise out there in the financial world. Bank failures, interest rates, bonds versus stocks. It's a lot. That's why it's important to find a voice of reason that can guide you through these volatile times. Phil Grandy and philsgang.com is where you can find honest, helpful guidance to successful investing.
Get the knowledge and understand how the market really works.
And for a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so today the market's up, and if you're chasing these stocks, you're going to lose money because the rally is not sustainable. Okay, what you're getting here, okay, as I said, in November to December, there's all kinds of game playing going on. Okay, you have a lot of CEOs that work their stocks so they go up because they get their bonuses. There's a lot of tax plays going on. I mean, you try to get involved in here, you already had to make your money in the oil stocks. You already had to make your money in the tech stocks, okay? And you had already made your money in the bank stocks. You can't get in now to try to make money in those stocks going long. Where the money's going to be made is going short. Is short when this market starts to collapse. And is this market going to collapse? Because it's impossible to sustain the market. Because we don't have any production. We have no productivity. And our debt is going through the roof. You can't sit here and tell me you can sustain a rally like this or an economy like this. Well, remember, it was 90 days. It took 90 days for Biden to put our national debt went up $1 trillion in 90 days. $1 trillion. And I think it was 7 days. We went up, it was last week. I think it was last week or the week before. In 7 days, he drove our debt up, our national debt up $750 billion in a few days. The deficits that he's creating are poison. Never can you sustain these rallies. So anyone who's jumping and buying these stocks think, oh, this is good, these stocks are going to get... No, you can't do that when you have debt and deficits. And here's the other thing they're doing to try to mask, okay? And again, if you learn how to sell stocks short, then you don't care what they're doing. If the market goes up, fine, we make money. If the market goes down, fine, we make money. But if you're a person, the only way you can make money is for the market to go up, you're dead. You're dead. Are you kidding? You think you can actually get in the market right now and make money? And when the stocks go up like on a day like today, that you can go buy the Qs right now and continue to make money. What are you, nuts? But here's where you can tell things are really bad. So, government jobs, they really mask what's going on. When they say it's a strong labor market, are you kidding me? A strong labor market. When every Friday, when they give us the jobs, 35% of those jobs they say they create are government jobs. Now, government jobs cost us money. We don't get any productivity out of a guy who goes to work for the government. You and I, we have to borrow money to pay their wages. And we get nothing from them. So every Friday, remember, when you get those jobs numbers, you know they're rigged. But also remember, 35 to 40% of those jobs were created by the government. And they do nothing. These people do nothing. In fact, what they do, increase regulations to give them something to do, to keep them busy, to keep enforcing the regulations. And you and I, remember, they're borrowing the money, and you and I got to pay for it. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. So, since Biden's been in office, since Biden's been in the Oval Office, as I said, out of every 500 jobs this man creates, 10 to 12%, that's it, goes to someone unemployed. The balance, okay, goes to a person who needs a second, third job. Now, what he does he increases the number of government jobs. I just told you, 35%. Now, the problem with those jobs, okay, he does that to make the things look better than they are. He fudges the job numbers to make things look better than they are. Now, we, the taxpayer, are paying for those jobs. We got to pay for them. And we get no productivity return. We get nothing of value in return. When you usually hire somebody, right, you get value back. Well, you don't get value back with these government jobs. In fact, under Bidenomics, they're taxing us, the private sector, to pay for each new government employee. That reduces our ability to create productivity jobs, jobs that produce, that add to the economy. So by hiring a person to work for the government, you and I got to pay for that. That takes away from you and I hiring someone in the private sector. So the private sector gets screwed. The more government jobs that are created through Bidenomics, remember, they're all at the expense of the private sector jobs. In fact, under Bidenomics, government job programs increase unemployment. Understand that. Government jobs that they create to mask how bad things are takes jobs away from us. Because remember, for each one government job they create, you lose 2 good jobs in the private sector. You lose 2 good jobs in the private sector. Worse, do you ever see when you go down a highway and there's a big sign, this bridge is being repaired, the money has come from Washington, D.C. By your president. This bridge is creating jobs. And it has the president's name there, and then it's got the governor's name, and then it's got the local politician's name. Really? Yeah? Really? You think that's a good thing? What are you, nuts? It should say this: the money that we, the government, under Bidenomics, extracts from you, the taxpayer, to pay for this public works program isn't used for wages. We're lying to you. It's not used for wages. Only 2% of this $1 million project goes to wages, goes to jobs. Only 2%. 98% of this money that's allocated for repairing this bridge and this road, this work program, it's going to go, 98% of this $1 million is going to go to grease the palms of the lawyers, the accountants, the engineers, the consultants, and the politicians. All the gangsters that brought this program together, they're all getting a piece of it. Only 2% of these jobs, when you see these big signs, government, President of the United States and government suckface, we are creating all these jobs. No, you're not. Only 2% of the money goes to jobs. It all goes back to greasing the palms of politicians. The next time you drive by a bridge that's being fixed, remember, each one of those programs, each one of those people working, they're getting $200,000 a year. The equivalent of $200,000 a year annually. Think about that next time you go by and you see 5 of these guys all leaning on a shovel doing nothing. That's costing us $200,000 for each one of them. Now, he doesn't get $200,000. Remember, he gets a little bit of it, but the rest of it goes to the gangsters to put the whole thing together, especially the lawyers, who has to write the contracts and put the programs together and get the bids out. I mean, they're the ones that are the gangsters. They get a lot of it. But this is all, so again, everything we see is just fake. So what do? Well, if you're going to make money and take care of your family and retire, you're not going to do it on Social Security. You're not going to do it on a 401k. You got to take responsibility yourself. And all you need is a little education. Not that hard. We have thousands of gang members that do nothing but the spiders. That's it. Spiders. And they don't care what's going on with this garbage. Doesn't affect them. They make money whether the market goes up or down.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially in the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially in the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Unbelievable. Listen to this.
We released a CNBC Generation Lab poll today called Money and Youth in the USA. It measures the opinions of 18 to 34-year-olds on the economy, and the results show widespread anxiety about their future well-being. Half surveyed said inflation is having a very negative impact on their finances. Mortgage prices and healthcare costs are also weighing on young voters.
Of course. Of course. Look, there's, what I get upset with is that they take parking space in your head like, you're going to be in a 401k, you're going to be okay. No, you're not. 401k is not going to do anything for you. Oh, you get a match? What good is the match? Because remember, there's 32 hidden fees. 32 hidden fees. So what good is a match? And remember, the yields or interest rates are going to continue to go up. Anybody who's trying to convince you that it's over, yields aren't going to go up anymore, interest rates aren't going to go up anymore. First of all, inflation is not 3.5%. Inflation is 12%. And remember, we still have government, the consumer, the corporations, they all exist on debt. And when you got debt this expensive, there's only one place for this economy or this market to go. It's down. When government keeps spending and spending and spending, and remember, between now and the end of the year, which we're talking 8 weeks, they're going to be spending another $1.9 trillion. $1.9 trillion. I just told you he spent in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, $750 billion. And prior to that, 6 months ago or whatever it was, in 90 days, he spent over $1 trillion. He doesn't stop spending. So you just got to make sure you're in the right stocks. That's all. And to say I'm in a 401k, I'm going to be okay. That's impossible. How can you be okay when the market's going down? I can't ever understand that. And people are convinced who are in 401ks they're going to be okay. When fees are horrible in 401ks. If you take the S&P 500, invest your money in the S&P 500, which you make money when the market's going up and the market's going down, take the same amount of money, the same years, you're going to make so much more money in the S&P than you ever would make in a 401k because you don't have that luxury. You don't have the ability in a 401k when the market crashes, we go down another 30, 40%. You're just going to sit there and lose money. And you're going to be calling your broker. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, come in. We'll take your portfolio. We'll adjust it. Adjust it where? Where are we going to adjust it to? Where? Where are we going to hide? How about shorting? How about when the market goes down, you're making money? No, they don't talk about that. You see, they don't make money by having you short. They only make money by buying the stocks first, marking them up to you 20, 30%. You're always buying stocks that are overvalued. I don't get it. People will go to we have a beautiful market down here in Sarasota on the weekends. People go down there and I just look at it, I'm in amaze. They'll take a grapefruit and they'll squeeze it and turn it around and squeeze it again and smell it and sniff it and squeeze it and put it down again. Pick up another melon and they I don't know what the hell it means when you knock on it. They knock on it. I don't know what. Hello, anybody inside the melon? Hello, anybody inside there? I don't know what the hell they knock on the melon for. Then they sniff it again. Unbelievable. What were they looking for? They're going to make sure they're not going to get screwed. Nobody's going to screw me on this melon, man. Here, let's see what's inside. What's inside the melon? You're not going to fool me. But yeah, they'll sign up for a 401k and get screwed every day with hidden fees. And worse, when the stock market goes down, they just sit there and get killed, losing money. And all they have to do is be in the spiders and short them. And you don't have to bang on the spiders to see what's inside them. I mean, and everybody's in tech stocks. Do you understand? Think about this. The S&P was up 12% for the year. 493 of the 500 stocks, okay, 493 of 500 stocks were negative. Negative. Just 7 of the 500 were positive. 7 stocks were positive. That's it. So, in other words, 5 stocks contribute to the majority of that 12%. Unbelievable. The Magnificent Seven. The Magnificent Seven. You got to get me some of that music. Got any of that music? Magnificent Seven music? Magnificent Seven. Are you kidding? NVIDIA up 159%. Apple 36%. Microsoft 27%. Google 39%. Amazon 44%. Meta 120%. Tesla 60%. This is where people go. And isn't it funny? None of them are going to make money at the end of the year. Because these stocks are all going to come back down. And you're not going to know how to short them. You're not going to know how to short them. It doesn't make sense that you have all these stocks and really 5 stocks drive the whole stock market, and you got your pension tied into something that 5 stocks are driving the whole deal? And you think you're okay with 5 stocks? The Magnificent 7 stocks. Unbelievable. It's so stupid, isn't it? Unbelievable. But things are good. Bankruptcies. Personal bankruptcies are up 68%. Small business bankruptcies up 111%. Commercial bankruptcies up 80% for the first 8 months of this year. Corporate debt has increased 22% in the last 12 months. 22%! Are you kidding me? And the government just keeps spending and spending and spending. They don't care. And 40% of Americans say they're worse off now than a year ago. But then you have these guys come on from the fake business news network telling how gee, everything's just great. The economy's much better.
So I agree with you that the economy's okay.
I think the economy is much better than okay.
They have no problem coming on lying. Look, if all you do is join our gang, and for 10 days it's free, at the end of 10 days, you're going to know how to make money with the spiders. If that's all you do, if you decide you don't have time, then just stay with our spider program. That's it. Because the spiders, you make money when the market goes down. You make money when the market goes up. Much more money you ever make in a 401k because they screw you with all the fees. Think about this. Poverty has increased under Biden from 7.8 to 12.4%. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And consumers are spending 22% more than the wage income, than their wage income, because they got credit cards. So if they got a credit card, they keep spending more than their income. And wages can't keep up with Bidenomics inflation. Real wages are declining. 7.2% for the 24 of the past 32 months under Bidenomics. Let me say it again. Real wages declined 24 of the past 32 months at 7.2%. Overtime tanked. You always got to look at overtime because that tells you is how strong the jobs are going to be going forward. If you got a lot of overtime, you know they're going to be hiring. If overtime is tanking, you know things are bad at your company, you're going to get a pink slip. So look, try it again. 10 days it's free. And what you're going to learn is you're going to stay with 6 stocks. 6 stocks. The 6 best stocks. The 6 best stocks. That's what we focus on. And you're going to make money when they go up. You're going to make money when they go down. If you say, I don't have time to stay with 6 stocks. I don't have time to learn. Okay, then why don't you just do this? Stay with our spider program. And we tell you when to add, when to take profits, when to adjust your position. We alert you, 3 of us, during the day. How could you not have time for that? Hey, have a great weekend.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.